back up. Ah, there we go. Right, so they should be able to hear you now, and now they should be able to hear me when we actually... I don't know if we are live or not. It says, please stand by on my screen, but that doesn't mean that's what it says on everyone's. Chances are my internet's probably been stupid again tonight.
Standard.
Right. Yes, that is about standard. I'll turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone, and hopefully that will make all the difference. Ah, man. I'm almost glad I wasn't playing this weekend, because like even just sitting in my bedroom here, I am sweating.
Yeah, same here. Doing the project I was working on over the weekend outside, even at like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely blazing.
Ah, yes, it does appear that we are live. However, we've got stop motion for some reason.
Stop motion.
No, actually,
Right.
it seems like it's running there quite nicely now. So, in that case, lads, lasses, people with glasses, and of course, all of those in between. My name, in case you didn't already know, is Dexter. I'm joined tonight by co-hosts. Introduce yourselves, please.
Alba from Click Clack Piao. Sorry, I was busy.
It's alright, man.
Oh, John Wayne is here.
Oh, is he? He may be.
I mean Albert.
Oh, what do you mean?
Because he can walk properly.
Fair enough.
No, never mind.
Right. And yes, of course, the Chinese man is also joining us tonight. So, you know what it is? On the small screen here, it looks like I've got like a full-on comb over on the go. I think I'm at the point now where I think I basically just need to shave my head.
Ginger Fura.
Yeah. That's it. I think I actually sent you the photo that day when I shaved my beard off, like, slowly, didn't I?
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's something that every man has to do when he's like having a full shave at some point. So anyway, good evening there, Paul. Good evening, Gassy. Thank you very much for dropping in. Hello there to anyone else that is currently with us. This is, I suppose, as you can see, this one has been titled the Mayhem Aftermath, because since Mayhem was this weekend, I thought Albert could tell all about it.
Yeah, I'm still doing that.
Yeah, so...
Give us a minute to just to collect my thoughts, and yeah.
No worries. So then, I hope everyone is doing fantastic tonight. As you can see, we are still in the sort of half podcast, half here with me. Again, as soon as I win the lottery, I shall sort that out. But yes, thank you very much everyone for dropping in. Hopefully we can do some entertainment tonight. Hopefully we can put a smile on your face after a long and arduous weekend. Well, long and hard weekend for many players. I don't know if arduous is actually the correct word to use or not, but I'm sure it's been long and hard for many people this weekend.
That's what she said.
Yep. So while we're doing that, I'm going to partially rely on you guys to keep everyone entertained while I continue to work on something on Microsoft Paint.
What?
Oh God.
Albert has some vague idea. Yes, indeed.
It's not the HK Army pod again, is it?
Don't spoil it, Albert. Right. Now, how do you feel?
Might have been what?
Might have been the pump.
No, not the pump. Right, how do you... I need that. Yes, there we go. Right, that's
You don't
better.
know how to use Paint.
Hey, it's not that often that I use Paint, so like it takes us a few minutes to learn every time I do. Right then, so I'll just do that, and I'll go back over onto the brush. I'll just fill this gap in here.
Go.
I did actually think about this last week, but then I kind of got distracted and never got it done. So it's not going to be a masterpiece, but you know, well, nothing that I ever do is. So
Mayhem.
Yes,
Absolute Mayhem weekend. Site is just
phenomenal. I'm not the only one. Nearly everyone I spoke to was saying it is basically the best site in the UK. I was talking to a lot of people, and everyone was in agreement. It's like, where can you get a full English breakfast in a paintball site?
I don't think there's many sites that can offer a service like that.
Well, yeah, you could get a full English breakfast at Mayhem this year.
Nice.
Catering was brilliant. Really good food. It was London, so yeah, we know it was it wasn't get expensive, but it was nice. You weren't bothered about paying that little bit more. I think a burger was like £5.
You know what it is? That's about standard for most big games, I find now.
A full English was £7.50 for a full English breakfast.
That's pretty damn good especially when it's on a paintball site, because you know when they're on a paintball site, they're gonna have to charge a bit more of a premium. But yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Shipment. What an amazing area that is. It was really good. It was fantastic to play. And like you say, when the paint, so some containers you couldn't run through, and some containers you could. So they had some blocked off, some were open. I don't know if some of you've seen. There was some live streams posted up of a game on in there. But yeah, it was something else, especially if you were inside that container that was open and it's hitting when the paint is hitting it. It's deafening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. The only doubt, I know you can't fault the weather, but that was the only downside. It was just so hot. There was a lot of people suffering with the heat.
Yeah.
I saw one bloke. They stripped him off and threw him in a cold shower because I think he was in a real bad way.
Aye.
I stopped playing about 3:30 because I didn't feel well. It was just the heat. There was no wind.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, it was perfect paintball, because it was so warm. The paint was just arrow straight.
Nice.
It was, you know what I mean? So it was for that side of things. It was brilliant. Well, it was just us that was suffering.
Yeah. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't actually ask Albert, because it's not something that Mayhem has any control over. But because it was so hot, did you find that you had any problems with the paint being a bit more bouncy? Because the heat, it sort of warming up and becoming a little bit more malleable.
Not what I was using.
Nice.
The 3-star that we got off BZ, as usual, because BZ always supply fantastic paint, but it was spot on and really good. It was.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I'm just looking here because I noticed Gass's put. I talked to some teams and they have never played Mayhem to go down this year, and they absolutely loved the field, the atmosphere. Never seen anything like it. Was the comment I heard from a lot that weekend. Yeah. Well, Dels, mate. Yeah, it was absolute cracking. And yes, I have checked out the pictures on Cadshack. Some nice ones of me.
That's what we like to see, isn't it? Because then those become the new profile picture for a while.
Yeah. Yes. I will not repeat what Gassy put, but yes, I was the same, mate. Yeah. When I went to the toilet, yes.
Right. I wasn't actually watching the screen there, so I'm just having a quick look now. I'm just trying to see if all the gingers die on the field, not one made it out.
Oh yeah. See, mate, it was more than just gingers. I tell you, Jesus, it was hot.
Yeah, I've just seen these posts there. Yeah.
Not paintball related, but I've seen something down at Mayhem I've never seen before, and I was absolutely amazed. Wild parakeets in the UK.
Right, yeah.
Massive, big flock of about 30 parakeets.
Yeah.
Blues, yellows, oranges. I was like, what the hell? And then one of the locals told me, he goes, he says, it's wild parakeets. He goes, you're joking. He goes, no. But by all accounts, a paint shop down in London in the 80s let about 200 go.
A paint shop?
Now,
a pet shop? Ah, right,
pet shop.
I was
Sorry,
thinking paint shop.
sorry.
No,
Paint
it's alright.
a
That's fine.
a pet shop.
Mhm.
Let about 200 go.
Yeah.
There, according to Google,
Uh-huh.
there's in the region of about 50,000 of them now.
Oof. Yeah. Oh,
Because I
man.
googled it. You know when you think somebody, he's
Yeah.
taking the mick. So I googled it, and they were saying, yeah, in 1980 there was roughly 200 wild. The last count, which was 2009, there was roughly 50,000.
Bloody hell. That's some
There are
canny stock of parakeets.
there are actual pests down there.
Yeah.
And yeah, they have they're putting poison down and shooting them, and
Aye.
yeah, because they're an invasive species.
I wonder what they taste like.
Ah,
Well, I mean, come on, one of us had to go there, didn't we?
yeah. I
Right.
tell you what, I think did suffer in the heat
Mm-hmm.
because I was getting a lot of bounces off a certain sort of paint.
Right.
First strike.
Right.
First strike. There was it was like I got one on my collarbone. I was like, whoa, what the hell just hit me?
Yeah.
Looked down on the floor and there was a full first strike sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canny. I mean, although, you know, if you do have, well, at least I like to do it. If somebody shoots us with a first strike and it bounces off, I happen to find full first strikes in the field. I generally pick them back up and give them to, like, the first Mark Red guy I find.
Did you drop some?
Yeah. Well, no, it's quite good when they hit you and they go on, give that back, send it back to the player that shot it at us.
Yeah, exactly like what Gassie's saying. BZ, they always have the van down there, and
Yeah.
it's temper controlled. There
Nice.
was a lot of bouncing off other brands of paint. I was getting me personally.
Mm-hmm.
The bounces I was getting on me, I was getting a lot.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, there was a lot of. It tastes a bit like Swan. Polly the Queen, like. Well, it was only the Queen could eat that stuff. It.
Yeah.
But
Only
yeah,
the Queen can eat it, unless anybody else can get one in without her knowing.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of bounces on me,
Yeah.
but my paint, honestly, it was flying really nice in me sniper.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was getting breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good game. We absolutely we played for the Allies, and first half of the morning we pushed them right back, basically on their base to where Ronnie the owner called an early dinner.
Yeah.
We had an extra 20 minutes. I think also it worked out better because of the heat, so we had a little bit longer a break. But then after dinner we swapped sides.
Yeah.
And my good God, it was a serious stalemate.
Yeah.
We just there's at Mayhem there is a line of bushes that runs between one half of the field, which has got anti-aircraft and loads of light aircraft planes and a big cargo plane. And then there's a line of trees, and on the other side of that line of trees is a sub-airfield.
Yeah.
And then after the sub-airfield, you have a street, and then from the street you also have then you have hay bales, and then shipment.
Yeah.
And oh my lord. And Dexter, there is no need for that. I'm scarred for life now.
What's he done?
Have you not seen the picture? I've just looked at it on Facebook. Well, anyhow, as I was saying, there is a tree line, and we could not get past that tree line. It was so basically half the field was split, and we just couldn't go no further. And it was in the same in the woods. The castle is in line with the tree line. and basically the red side just held us at the tree line all day. So yeah, it was a real hard slog on the afternoon. But
So-
the Allies did win.
Nice one. So do you think that it was a case of from one side, obviously Hughes played one side easier, and then was like the game altered in some way for the second
No,
second part, or
the way mayhem works is it's Pacific, so it's basically what it is
Yeah.
is we're supposed to be invading an island, so
yeah,
the Allies always start at the bottom of the field. The
Yeah.
idea is that you're trying to invade the island
Yeah.
that the Japanese control, and then on the morning and the afternoon, sorry, we are stopping the Japanese from retaking the island.
yeah,
So it always starts that way.
Yeah.
But the Allied forces or the Americans start at the bottom. Japanese start at the top. Now, I did speak to one of the marshals, and he was saying that it's the first time that the Allied forces has ever pushed the Japanese all the way back to the start base.
right,
So it was just
Right.
like we really played hard the first day, and the way the field works, you are on a bit of a hill.
yeah,
So we were fighting uphill all
right,
morning,
Yeah.
and then on the afternoon we were playing downhill. It was just I don't know if like a lot of paintball games where there wasn't many teams at the start, many players at the start. I don't know if we outnumbered them at the start
Yeah.
compared to on the afternoon,
Mhm.
because I noticed when I was ready to go, there was a lot of people still getting ready.
yeah,
And the way mayhem works is 9 o'clock game on. If you are not at the start gate at 9 o'clock, they will not allow you on the field for another 20 minutes.
right,
So if you're not ready at the start gate at 9 o'clock, the start gate closes, and then at 20 past 9, they will
Yeah.
allow any stragglers on.
yeah,
So yeah,
right. Well, I suppose
Yeah,
that it's sort of an incentive to make sure that people actually get to the start point on time, because it is a very, very common thing in paintball for paintballers, for players to be effectively. I don't think I can't think of any simpler way to say it. They just drag their asses getting themselves out to
Yes.
start with, and I'm guilty of
There
doing
was
that myself.
I mean, the campsite was absolutely stowed off, jam packed,
Yeah,
and and I must admit, I was a bit. There's not many people
Yeah.
playing on the morning
yeah,
compared. I don't know about on the afternoon because I wasn't really taking much notice. I
Yeah.
just wanted to get up there, get over and done with. But on the morning, I was a bit fresher, and
Yeah.
I was taking notice of stuff. So I don't know if we outnumbered them slightly at the start or not,
Yeah.
or what. But we did push them right back. So like I say, to the point where they I think we had an extra 20 minutes or half an hour,
yeah,
which suited down to a T because the weather. Oh Jesus, honestly, so hot. I
Yeah.
was as wet as what we were at Paint Fest,
yeah,
but it was sweat.
yeah.
It wasn't rain. It was it was sweat.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So you
it
could
was
you could even say it was moist.
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 Word for it.
But yeah, that's so. Overall, I already know what you're gonna say, but so you definitely recommend it for next year.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Is it?
Yeah.
I can't express how great the site is, the
Yeah.
facilities. I mean, they've got showers.
Yeah,
They have an indoor, if you need to. They have an indoor setup area. Nobody really uses it, but it's there. Bar, fully
Yeah.
licensed bar. They have a full shop.
yeah,
And by shop, I mean a paintball shop. So they got markers and all that. But also, it got including that they had BZ was there.
Yes.
Just paintball
Yeah.
was there. There was another one I'd never seen before, and I
Is it
feel
Super Fives?
sorry for the. No. I feel sorry. I can't remember the bloke's name, but there was a guy selling second-hand gear on a stall.
Right. That's good.
and it wasn't badly priced. I mean, I was looking at some of the gear, and it wasn't ridiculous. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was like, yeah, it wasn't, but it was everything from chats, pants, tops, battle packs,
Yeah.
guns, masks. Yeah, and it was a bloke's name. A
Yeah.
bloke's name, second-hand paintballing.
Oh, right.
And it had some, yeah. And then there was Pinball Magazine was there. There was
Yes.
a noodle bar there,
Yeah.
and the noodle bar guy was selling the matchstick paintballers to go on the back of your car.
All right. Yeah.
Ice cream van.
I bet
Which
that
pay-
got
have
hammered
you
this
ever seen-
weekend.
Oh yeah. They were selling slushies. There was a guy selling chicken wraps.
Oh,
Then they had a really large catering in the middle. That was the guys who were doing burgers,
Yeah.
hot dogs, full English breakfasts.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I actually saw photos of the stall doing the full English breakfast.
Yes.
At least I
That's-
think
yeah,
it was
that's
the
the
stall
large-
doing the full English breakfast.
Was that the
And-
one with the wood along the bottom, and it was all made of scaffolding poles with a proper?
and
Yes,
it
that
actually
was the
looked-
catering.
To me, you know, like if you've seen the series The Pacific, or I suppose you've seen photos of sort of military camps over in the Pacific, that the Americans had, it actually looked kind of almost reminiscent of one of those, which I thought
think
was a
that's
very
what-
nice touch.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for, but it was really well set out. I
Yes.
mean, they had, because they also had gluten-free menu. They also had vegan, and yeah, I know, and they were all had their own prep areas, so it wasn't as
Well,
if
the
oh
vegans
yeah, you can
would
have a
have their
veggie.
own prep
Yeah.
area, wouldn't they?
No, but if you know what I mean, it wasn't as if
Yeah.
if you asked for a vegetarian burger, it was just getting done on the same griddle
Yeah.
as the burgers. I mean, it was a really good professional setup. It was good. Yeah. Craig's just put there. I agree with Albert. He was asking realistic prices for decent gear. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, he was. He was a canny bloke. He also did a conversation.
Conversions.
Oh yeah, he had. Yeah, he had. He had. Oh man, what's that really expensive sniper rifle?
The SAR 12.
Oh, 12.
Yes, he had one. He had one of them for sale.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. He was.
And hello there, Colin, as well. Thank you very much for dropping in.
Yeah, Colin, why you not on here?
I'm kind of thinking the band might be asleep.
Oh, like last time. It wasn't his last in the band was sleeping in bed, and he was on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, he was text chatting with.
Yeah. Sexton.
Yeah. Ah.
But yes, I'm trying to think of the name of the other company that was there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cannot remember its name.
Mm.
But he had quite a. It wasn't a. We're not talking a BZ or a just paintball stand. But what he was selling was quality.
Yes. Oh, well, that's
It
good
might-
to see.
Might have been Super 5. Did you say Super 5s?
I said Super 5s, yes, but they're actually a shop that's opened up. So if it's somebody selling second-hand gear, I would suppose
No, this
it
was
wouldn't be them.
this was as well as.
Oh, you were selling second-hand gear as well. Oh,
No,
well,
there was a guy. No, there was a guy. Pure stand on its own, all second hand. So
Right,
if
right,
you
okay, yeah.
bear with me, right, the stands were just paintball, BZ. Okay, then you had the paintball magazine.
Mhm.
Then you had this guy selling purely nothing else but second-hand paintball gear.
Right.
Then there was another smaller stand, and he was selling a few paintball stuff. It was brand new. It wasn't nothing to do with the second-hand guy, but it was quality gear. But it wasn't that much. I'm thinking it might have been the Super 5s. I apologize if I got that wrong. But there was one guy selling a few bits and pieces,
Mhm.
and then you had the noodles and a sushi machine, and then there was the bar and the ice cream van.
Nice.
And then also Mayhem have their own shop as well. But yeah, and they look like we had toilet facilities in the campsite as well as like decent toilet facilities
Yeah.
on site. They have a quiet sleeping area as well as a noisy. So if you don't want to
See,
be in with
yes, I
all the
like that.
rabble that are
Yeah.
partying until 3, 4 in the morning, you can. But
Yeah.
you do have to get there early because the quiet end
I
sells out
imagine that fills up fast. Yeah.
really, really fast.
Mhm.
And then you end up just getting stuck in the rabble like we did.
Yeah.
Because we ended up in the. But to be fair, the first night we didn't get there till 10 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
So it was we put the tents up, had to sit down, and then went to bed. And
Yeah.
I must admit, I didn't sleep very well. The second night, the alcohol helped a lot with the sleeping.
Yeah. I bet it did.
Yeah.
That's it. Was it Saturday where you phoned us, Albert?
No, that was Sunday when I phoned you.
Was it Sunday? Was it just yesterday?
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
Then they were doing the auction.
yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Which
that
I've
was
got to
Sunday.
say again. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I say,
Mhm.
I'm gutted because there was an absolute mint pair of blue ones.
Yeah.
But I didn't get there in time, and
Such is life.
and then there was another pair. But yeah, it was an auction for there was a little kiddie with a rare form of cancer.
Right.
So they were auctioning off a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There was markers, there was playing tops, there was I know BZ contributed. Well, I all the stores contributed to the prize
Yeah.
thing, but
That's
yeah,
good.
there was
Yeah.
they were doing a raffle and then they did an auction.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's good.
yeah, it was good. And also
Mhm.
at Mayhem, I fired Gassie's sniper
Right.
with
Yes.
the Inception Designs hammer.
Yeah. Was it
Um,
Hammer
Trigger.
Sia? In fact,
yes.
Chan's.
Trigger.
Yep. Trigger.
Chan, what was it? Yeah.
Trigger, seer, hammer, pump guide,
Yes.
Right.
and I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was it. Totally different marker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to mine,
Mhm.
to his. I wish I could have actually videoed something, but
Yes.
this was on field.
Mhm.
He let me fire it with no air and 2 machine vapors were auctioned.
Hello?
What's that?
Is
Oh,
that Colin there?
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there, Colin. Very nice. Very nice to hear you. How are you doing?
As,
What was that?
right, like as I was saying, any video footage or anything, trying you eat.
Not getting very good audio coming through there, mind lads.
But
Yeah, it seems like I don't know if I've lost these there or have I got anybody there still in the chat, or is it just my end?
started. He's pumping about 3
Hello.
considerably was a lot less kick.
I'm not sure if Albert can hear us or not. Don't think he can. I'm gonna try leaving the Discord channel and rejoining.
But
That's probably because
Right. It's connected and reconnect.
yeah, but he's also had a lot
Aha,
of work.
I can hear you again.
He's had work done to his.
yeah.
But I've also fired Nell's pump and
Hello.
Oh, that's great. No, Gassie's just put. I'll bring it up to the meeting, and and then you can video it again.
Yeah.
So so you can show the difference between the two guns.
Nice.
But yes, I found a big difference, and like I say, I've fired other snipers. I've fired Nell's white one. I've also fired
You fired
Richie's.
mine.
Yes, I fired. Yeah, in fact, you
I
couldn't
think
get.
mine.
You couldn't get.
I think mine was.
You couldn't get it back off as good. I was out for about 2 hours.
I think mine. I think mine was the first one you ever had to go with, wasn't it?
No, I'd fired Nels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine was the first one you took out for a proper game, though. It wasn't.
Yes, I say I was out for about 2-3 hours with yours. I just fired a couple of paintballs off for a grown up with Nels. But yeah, yours was the one I'd actually properly went out and played. Yeah.
And then fell in love with them.
And that's all it takes. It only takes a minute, girl.
Yeah, I can imagine Craig saying I should start again because we missed it. Yeah, because somebody was making his bait.
No, I don't know if it was what was wrong, but I couldn't really hear any of you talking. I was just getting the odd sort of second of the audio, so I had to leave the chat and then rejoin.
Oh right, okay. So these, so they'd never heard any of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, basically, I was finding the auto trigger to be a lot less kick. It was a lot smoother a pump stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like a Sterling pump stroke.
Nice.
Now, if you find Sterling, you know that is the Sterling's biggest thing is the pump stroke on it is just
they are
there's no
buttery
friction.
smooth. Yeah.
Yes. Well, Gassie's sniper is as good, if not better. I would say it's on par with a Bob Long.
Yeah.
What's the Bob Long pump?
The Mark.
MVP.
No.
Yes.
Not Bob Long Mark. It's different. Yeah. It's not the
Yeah,
Bob.
the
It's not the Mark.
MVP.
Yeah.
Mark
the Mark
victory pump.
Yeah.
Mark. Yeah,
That's
Mark Victory Pump MVP.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it is.
What was the name I gave Cassie? Oh no, it was talking to Gav Winspear about it. We renamed it after GCC, the Moist Victory Pump.
but
yeah.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. I think that could possibly have something to do with the hammer. But yes, I found the trigger was a lot lighter. The pump stroke, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot less kick. And you find if you auto trigger something, the kick is critical because you imagine there's going to be a lot of movement when you auto triggering anyhow because you are physically moving your hand rapidly, so it is impossible to keep it perfectly straight.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
That's what she said.
Don't get me wrong. There's probably some pros out there that are ridiculously good at it. The LA Hitmen could probably can auto trigger while moving, but the likes of myself, it does go all over the place.
Yeah.
Mere mortals.
Yeah, us mere mortals. Yeah, but yes, anyone with a sniper, I would definitely consider getting the upgrade. They do it as a package.
Yeah.
I think where you get all of it for a little bit less, but you can buy it a bit at a time.
Yeah.
But I know Gassi did say that that he did get how can I politely put it? He had to bend over and pick up the soap when the import. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. The thing that annoys me with importing stuff is not so much the actual import tax itself.
Yeah.
It's the fact that Royal Mail charge you £8 to do exactly what they normally do.
Yeah, well, he said it was 9, but yeah, he said it was.
They must have put it up now.
Yeah, he was saying that. That what paid him off as well was being charged that sort of money just for them to tell them that he got charged that just for them to tell him that it was sitting in some import place. Yeah.
It's sat at your local post office. Come and
Yeah.
collect it and give us more money.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, honestly, it was really nice.
Yes, I'm very much wanting to get mine sorted with that.
Yeah,
I also need the grip frame, so I might as well just have an
yeah, you
upgraded
want the
grip
grip.
frame.
I'm saying, what you need the grip frame for? What have you been doing?
Well, I'm building the other one, aren't I?
Right. Okay.
Pump Fury 2.0.
No.
Is it
Colin,
another sniper?
Colin, the band's too young.
Yeah, it's Empire Sniper body.
Yeah.
All right.
Going back to
I've already got the Inception Ripper sniper body.
Oh. Oh yes, yep. I know this.
going back to the bloke who had the second-hand
know this.
stall.
Uh-huh.
Tell you something he had that I have not seen in ages. He
Yeah.
had a Tipman Sierra 1 with a warp drive.
Right.
Disgusting.
With Sierra
Oh,
1 with a warp
yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
Now that's a bit of a.
I think I'd rather have a dose of gonorrhea.
But no, I was looking at his on his stall, and it was quite interesting. There was so it brought back a few memories, because we're talking, there was some proper old stuff there, as well as
Well, I mean,
decent new stuff.
Yeah.
well,
I'm
when
just
you posted that video of the wall at Mayhem, I'm sure I heard decks explode from my house.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some nice stuff down there.
There isn't on that wall.
3
Yes.
hours away, and I still heard him go. Whoa!
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is some. Yeah, and he's still adding to it, because I'm sure the last time I was down, it was
Yeah.
only one wall. Now it's all the way along and actually round the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's constantly adding to it. But yeah,
Well,
that room is.
Yeah. I suppose if he sees something that he hasn't got, then yeah, he'll just add to it.
Some of it had actually been contributed by punters, like by some of his customers. Because I was
Yeah.
talking to one lad, and he was like, "Yeah," he goes, "That's mine, that's
Yeah.
mine, that's mine." He says, "I've loaned it to him on a permanent basis."
Aye.
Some you can tell that some of it is definitely wall hangers,
Yeah.
because some of them have screws going right. The Chan would cry.
Oh.
There's
Oh,
screws
no.
going right the way through the gun. They're permanently up there, and they'll not go.
That's.
We'll launch a
that's
launch a rescue mission next year.
Yeah.
But there also is.
Well,
some,
I know for a fact he's got an SMG 68 up there.
Yeah.
Or a 60.
I really,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the 60 because you've got to get custom paint made. But oh god, I really want to get my
To be
hands
fair,
on the 68.
To be fair, the rate that paint's going, you'll be able to shoot the regular paint through a 60.
True. True.
Like Craig is saying, there's 4 6-packs on that wall.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
4?
Two old yeah, they were added last year. I thought there was more. Yes.
The only
Yeah,
thing that makes
definitely.
me cry about that wall is the fact that I know that none of it will ever get used again.
I
Well,
don't know. Like, I think it might
actually,
at some point, but
There's a couple up there, right? Like I say, I was talking to this lad who's a local, and he said that he has loaned them on a permanent basis.
yeah.
And he did say that a couple that he'd loaned were in fully working order,
Yeah.
and they could be lifted down. So and if you look closely, there was a couple that were just 2 pins were holding them in place, and they were just sitting there. And then there was others, like I say, were screwed in place. And if you talk to Ronnie, the owner, some of them, what he did is he contacted the manufacturers and asked them. So some of them, there's no internals in them. It is just the actual like body, the shell of the gun, no internals. Some are. There's a couple up there. He didn't say who, but there was a couple. That were total prototypes. Never seen the light of day. because that's why he was doing that. That's why I don't know how. Remember how much it was, but he was saying, if anybody can rhyme off all these guns, I'll give you blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, and that's why he was saying it, because there was 2 guns up there that never saw the light of day.
Yeah. See, I just
And nobody actually knows.
Yeah, at some point, I mean, well, hopefully next year, or when I actually, if I actually get down there, I'll be able to sit and have a look and try and have a guess of just what's there.
Oh, mate, honestly, every time I go down there, it's in the registration room, and it's quite funny because they never have the same stuff in there, because obviously, I don't know Ronnie, but turnover of staff, you know, he has young people with him.
Yeah.
And I'll be standing there looking at the wall, and you always get someone, can I help? Yeah, it's like, no, it's all right. I'm just, I'm just standing. Yeah. Have you registered?
Albert's just having a senior moment.
Yeah. I've registered in. All right. I'm just looking at the. I don't think I'm the only one.
No.
No, I bet there's no end of being.
No,
exactly.
You just need to take advantage of that situation and go in and say, "Oh yeah, I've come to pick up that marker on there. There's the payment for it to give Ronnie."
Yeah.
It's like somebody put there about it being too high for me to pick it up. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
It's all right. Take Colin down and jump on his shoulders.
Yeah. Albert high enough. Yeah. Richie Wong put, did you not steal one? And he goes, we couldn't lift Albert high enough.
I would say I wouldn't fancy lifting Albert, but then again, I've lifted Dex, so I think
you've lifted me and all, and put me bloody back out.
Yes.
You know, remember at Speed Weekend? Put us down me back.
Can I just point out though that I had both Chan and Colin? Actually, no. This just sounds really bad. Yeah,
on your back.
Yeah, I had both Chan and Colin on my back, and I was still on my feet.
Yeah, that's not what I use.
It's not all fat.
And Chan and Colin.
To be fair, if you give Chan a helium balloon, he'd fly away.
Yes, Tony. Yeah. Tony was saying he spent ages in there that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Really good. Yeah, I've just remembered. I met Tony down there. Yeah. It's quite funny. I actually got recognised by a few. Well, obviously because I'm my top one. Oh, you're Albert. I was like, all right. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's one of those moments where it's like kind of, you're so and so. It's like, and you are who?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
so it wasn't because you were purple.
No.
Although I can imagine with the heat that you may have been at some points this weekend.
Oh mate, I think I wasn't.
I can imagine. I can imagine there were a few going home purple.
Yeah. Honestly, I am really surprised, and I think it's purely down to the marshal and staff, because they were constantly walking around.
Yeah.
Are you all right? Get some water down, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As you're walking on the field, and you. All right, mate. Yeah. You take care of yourself, mind. It's hot out there.
Yeah.
Make sure you drink plenty of water. And also, like I say, I did see one guy. He was in a pretty bad way, but they got him in the showers.
Yeah.
Basically stripped him.
And he was in a bad way when he left the showers.
He had a funny walk after.
Actually, it was Gav Winspear who was looking after him. Yeah.
Really? Would have a funny walk though.
I can't guarantee that makes it any better. Sorry, Gav.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You're right, mate. I was a little bit more red than blue. Too right was I. But yeah, the weather was. It's the hottest I've ever played paintball.
Yeah,
definitely. And then you had some people saying that it's hotter like that. It's hotter than that when you play in America. I won't be playing in America.
Oh, we will at some point, but I think we'll all have like camel packs on.
I was thinking it would take a month to acclimatise.
Yeah. I like your thinking there.
To be fair though, in America it is a different kind of heat.
Yeah.
Oh
And
mate,
yeah.
honestly, so
Mind
hot.
you, it depends.
But-
Depends where you are. I mean, certain places in America, it's that humid. It's like kind of.
Look,
Yeah.
Colin, you've played Mayhem. You remember last year when it was red hot, and then for about the last hour of the game, the heavens opened.
Yes.
Yes. You know when it was at its hottest before the heavens opened, times that by 3, and that's how hot it was. I mean, honestly, I was as wet. I was soaked through with sweat. I
Nice.
drank at least 10 bottles of water, and I didn't go to the toilet.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I mean-
speed was red hot as well. It's been
I
a
mean-
lot of games this year have been ridiculously hot.
There you go. 35 degrees
Yeah.
is what he thinks Roddy told him it was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I won't be surprised.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
believe
I had a real job on the lot and walk round to my next door neighbours for a barbecue on Sunday.
Gassy's just saying there that a young lad cut his leg pretty
Aye.
badly. The Northern Alliance guys got to him and sorted his immediate first aid, but he ended up in hospital. That's unfortunate, but it's with like 600 odd players on sites. I'm surprised that there isn't more things happen where people end up in hospitals anyway. In general, I mean, anywhere where there's like 600 people gathered together and they're all doing something strenuous at the same sort of time, you expect that there is going to be some injuries. But I hope that...
To be fair, I mean, credit where credit's due. If you had injured yourself and you wanted to be found by anyone, the Northern Alliance guys,
Yeah.
although English isn't their first language,
Yeah.
they are a cracking bunch of lads, and they've
Yes.
got their heads screwed on big
Oh,
style.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
yeah,
They're
100%.
completely crackers. But if you've injured yourself on a field, I'd much rather be found by them than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
all the best people are a little bit mad.
Oh, these guys are not a little bit, mate. They're absolute.
Have you met Mick Guyver?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
The big tall blonde at GCC.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's MacGyver. But honestly, they are. I am so glad that every time I played Mayhem, they've been on the same side as me.
Yeah.
I would not want to play against them guys. No way on earth.
Yeah.
No.
And most of them are using cockers and pumps.
Yes.
That just makes them sound even better than me.
There's one guy. What's the name of the little guy with the Mohican who plays stock class with the remote?
Michael Sorensen. He calls me Candyman.
Yeah, honestly, that guy. Chad, you imagine he's got the bandolier with carrying the tubes, and he's got. I think Chan made you one where it's 3D printed, and you spin the.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he plays with all day.
Nice.
And at one point, because part of the game, there is a light aircraft that can be moved. It has the rear tail's been removed, and there's 2 handlebars, and you have to pick it up and push it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've got to get this light aircraft from one side, from the bottom of the field, halfway up, and probably it's about.
Colin?
Hello, sorry.
What are you eating?
I'm wrapping my bread up.
You've got to get it about You've got to get it about 2/3 up to the, not all the way to the top, but it's about 2/3 up. And that lad with a pump gun was sitting in the front of the plane.
Yeah.
With a shield at the front, so he's holding the shield with one hand.
Yeah.
With firing with his pump gun, while one of the lassies from Going Postal and Sherry Daniels was pushing.
You know what it is? I saw there was I'm not sure. I think it might have been Ronnie that was doing a live stream where he walked by as there was 2 lasses, so it must have been Sherry and the other lass from Going Postal that he says, oh, you know, it's 2 lasses that are getting ready to do this, and says that's unusual, and then walked on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's MacGyver, the big tall guy who keeps flashing his ball back. That's MacGyver. That's MacGyver. He had the kilt on. You remember at GCC the kilt with his false doodahs hanging down,
Yeah.
and there is a great
But
photo
they
of
weren't
Ken.
real.
Yeah, there's a great photo of Ken with his Wolverine claws scratching MacGyver's ball. Don't know if you've seen it.
No, I
Cheryl,
haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, yeah, Cheryl, Kadchak Pinball Reports has done a mint photo of it. It's hilarious, yeah. Ken, oh, come on, what's Ken's surname?
Stevens.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's got his Wolverine claws on.
Yeah.
He's scratching MacGyver's. Yeah.
He's Harry
It's
Beanbag.
hilarious. Yeah.
Rubber accessories.
Yeah.
You know, is it at all possible that he actually swapped those halfway through? Just took out the plastic ones.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, because Tony's playing the big tall guy from the Northern Lions kept flashing his balls. He had the intention.
He had them attached to his kilt.
His kilt, yeah. The mohawk, yeah. Bloody great player, yeah. He is. They all are.
Yeah.
Well, last year, Mick had as well as those. He had a laminated photograph of Willie from the Warriors.
Yes.
Under the front flap of the kilt.
Yeah.
Do you want to see my Willie?
He was going around to everybody. Do you want to see my Willie? And then he's flap over his kilt.
Yeah.
Because at first, because there's such a bunch of nutters, I was like, "You are." No, you're right. No, I don't want to see you, Willie. And then he was like, "Way!" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
I have a little Willie.
Yeah,
that was
really sound.
Do you want to see my little Willie?
Yes, that's why he kept on going around telling everybody, wasn't it? Yeah, do you want to, in a really like, well, in that accent, to be quite honest. Yeah. Do you want to see my little Willie?
Oh,
yeah, big Swedish bloke.
Yeah, big Swedish bloke walks up to you when you're sitting there trying to have your sandwich or something, and
yeah. Well, he was dangling into JCC. He was dangling his balls in your face when he would try to have something. He was stood there with one leg up on the seat, just swinging backwards and forwards.
Oh, that was when that airsofter was
squishing wasps,
chasing that wasp.
Yeah. The bloke, he was like, "What are you doing now, Colin?"
I think he might be doing his dishes.
I'm rinsing my coffee cup out ready for tomorrow.
Right.
I think the microphone's a bit sensitive, isn't it?
Maybe. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, now on the Lifestyle Channel, Colin is working in the kitchen. Coming up later on the show, Chan tidies his bedroom while Albert loads the washing machine.
To be fair, I mean, I bet this weekend when you got likes of Mick around, I bet you felt even smaller, didn't you, Albert?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mick, there's 3 or 4 out of Northern Lights.
I come up to about his waist. I mean, seriously, it's like.
I mean, it's the photo of me. It's the photo of me next to John, the Cooking Fuhrer. From last year, and I don't even come up to his shoulder. Albert must come up to his knee.
I honestly,
John Brower.
I don't think he was here. I don't think he was
there this year.
No,
he was there last year.
Yes, I know exactly which guy. He was bent. He was having to bend over to get through the doors. I mean,
so Albert, does that make you feel like you're going on an adventure?
Yeah. I feel like, like Alice in Wonderland, when Shrink Me.
Yeah. I was thinking more along the lines of taking the hobbits to Isengard, but
Yeah. Honestly, I do feel like a hobbit compared to them. Honestly.
Yeah.
I say it.
Well, you are a hobbit compared to them.
Yeah, well, I'm saying MacGyver. Like, I literally, I'm not joking. I cover his waist.
Yeah.
The guy is huge.
Yeah.
Like,
Mick's not the biggest out of them.
I know he's not, but he's the only comparison I've got because the rest one. My good God.
Richie says that he gave Michael Guyver a micro CA a couple of years ago.
All right.
Very nice. I'm still planning on using mine on a build at some point soon. I just actually need to get something sorted out. What was that, Chan?
You just want to know what it is, I think.
Micro CA.
What did...
Micro CA, it's just a T stock that's got a 12 gram changer in it. I think a 6-pack with but only one 12 gram.
What the hell?
But yes, I've got one and I plan on using it on a build at some point. I just actually need to get the stuff sorted out and actually do it at some.
Yeah, Collins just put the photo about. Yes, I remember that bloke from last year.
What's that? Ah, yes. Jesus Christ, Colin, he's like a head bigger than you. Is he standing on a box? What the hell? I think I've lost everyone.
Down.
You guys
I
still
was
there?
close to ducking through that door. Yes, we're still here.
I thought I lost you there for a sec. Yeah, I mean, like, Colin, he's like a head bigger than you.
And I say Collins little compared to some of them guys.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Christ.
Yeah, it's the only when I went to Germany, it was the only time I've ever felt small on a paintball field.
Yeah.
You imagine how I would feel in the field. My good God.
Yeah.
I bet you felt like a microbe, didn't you?
Yeah, honestly, mate. I'd say, aye.
And my axe.
Basically, I was waiting for one of them to pick me up and chuck me at the opposition.
Nobody toss me.
Yeah, nobody tosses a dwarf.
Basically,
Toss me.
I was waiting for
So basically, the next
Don't tell
game
the
that
elf.
you and MacGyver are at, you're going to literally have to run up to him and say, "You're going to have to toss."
Oh, yes, Albert, do that at your next game. Yes.
Oh, yes. BZ didn't have any HK
Pods.
pods.
Aha, well, it is a bit early on. Give it, like, maybe it's the next sort of big game, and they might have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I think I said that a bit conspiratorially, as if I knew something there. I don't. I'm just saying they might actually have some at the next game.
Well, they'll not be at Heroes versus Villains.
Yeah.
Don't do that one.
Yeah. Well.
No, I don't think BZ will be there.
No, they
probably
don't
be
do
next
that.
year before we see any in the UK.
I think
Right.
a lot of some of the BZ guys are planning on coming down for it.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Me?
That'd be good.
Well, Damien was on about coming for it because he wants to shoot me.
Who? Demo?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Mind, tell you what, guess who was playing Mayhem this year? Ginge.
Paul.
Yeah.
Ginge. Paul.
Ginge normally gets out for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him if Paul was feeling alright. Bloody hell, Ginge. You playing? He goes, is Paul feeling well? He goes, no, mate, he isn't.
Released them.
Yeah, basically. But yes, it was a good game. We played the BZ Grizzlies tagged along with Go and Postal for practically the whole game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a bit of crossover there, isn't there? And obviously there's friendships already in place, so it makes perfect sense.
What's Gassy on about? I don't
that's
think they
what
were talking to people they the same.
That's what I was thinking.
Eh?
I'm not sure what it means. Flesh is in the smoke are sold out already. Well, Gussie, just you wait.
No.
Oh yes,
no.
yes, Albert, it's happening.
See that? Oh my God! I'm glad I haven't taken you up. I swear to God. Give me nightmares.
Western Hotel for Heroes. Where's your best Western, Richie?
Oh, yeah. Guess where we stopped for food on the way back? I didn't. I only clicked on it as we were going out the door. The hotel where me, you, and Chan stopped for
Oh,
Colin's
right.
birthday. Yeah, that's where we stopped for food. You know the
Well, you
KFC.
could- Well, you could have blooming called in.
That's
I
it. You could have
wasn't
called in
driving,
and seen
mate.
baby Theodore.
I wasn't driving, mate. Simon was.
Excuses.
3 Scandinavian types take it seriously. Bunkered and neither guy watching the bunker with mayhem. They split 3 ways. I couldn't understand a word.
Good evening there, Ian.
Take-
Thank you very much for dropping in.
They were taking it very, very serious. That I don't know.
They do take it quite serious on the field.
Do they?
They do push the line hard.
But that's the way it should be. It should be party in the game zone.
Yeah.
And even in the on field, have a bit of a laugh, but still, you should be taking it relatively serious.
Tell you what,
By the way,
And-
enjoy that, Gassy.
you put that photo of him.
Yep. I'm kind of thinking I might post that on my Facebook page later on. Tony says there was a little rivalry in the woods between SAS and the Heathens. Well, SAS have got the numbers. I don't know about the Heathens, what the Heathen numbers are like. But
that was a huge team, and that's
that?
what I was thinking of. They had just one guy blowing a horn. Doesn't matter where
Yeah.
you were, you could hit.
nice.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
They're the ones that Gassy posted about. It said it was like the
Yeah.
Urukai horn.
Yes, basically, yeah. Like I guess he said, the Reds and the Blues.
Yeah.
I don't know about rivalry. Cool, it was the SES. I think it was just the Heathens were in the.
Yeah.
The SES had been still in the campsite.
Meow.
Well, I've sent the Heathens a recruitment poster.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, Heathens have got to be villains, haven't they?
Yes, with a name like the Heathens.
If
Yeah.
they're going to a
Cracking
game, they've got to be the villains, haven't they?
Yeah.
Cracking bunch of lads and lass. Yeah, they are like they involved for good laugh. They have like it's. I'm trying to think of it. I've seen it before, but it's a comedy version of a Viking on. All right, Tony's saying the Heathens were people who had left the SES. Also, the Heathens have got the Heathens have got good taste as well. I like them even better. They're starting to be one of my favourite teams.
Oof.
Oh, there was someone was getting some hammer in the safe area, especially when we pushed them all the way back to their respawn. Yeah, I'll not
Did the
mention
Allies
no
win
names.
this weekend then?
Yeah, Alan Pox. Yeah. Well, you know what Andy Sale's like. He wasn't gonna when he gets a ball, he doesn't let go.
Yeah.
A bit like when we towed his saxo at speed.
But yeah, well, it was a good weekend.
It's good to hear, man.
Next team, nothing more sinister.
Yeah.
What is she?
But
I think you've read that wrong, Albert. You're actually saying ex-teammates.
there's nothing more sinister.
sinister.
Yeah, ex-teammate. Yeah, I missed off the. I did read it.
Aye. Gassy says, already recruit the Heathens, Colin. We're sorted. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I've been sticking my poster out everywhere. We've
Oh,
got to
aye.
start ramping. Yeah, sticking my poster out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have you not been you get wrong for that. You'll end up on one of them lists.
Is that one of those them there registers?
Yeah. Go on then, Tony. Are you coming to hip superheroes versus villains? We
you,
need some
are you
more
coming,
villain
Albert?
recruits.
I'm hoping to.
Kidnap him, bring him.
And no, I'm not walking funny.
There.
Bundle him into the back of your little Peugeot partner, or Berlingo, sorry,
Yes,
isn't it
it's
yours?
Berlingo, yeah. Well,
Yeah, bundle him into the back of your Berlingo and drag him down.
at the
I'm
minute, I'm
still-
not guaranteed that I'm going to be coming.
I am still
Right,
waiting
Chan,
on.
go to Dex's house, kidnap Dex, then go to Albert's house and kidnap him.
Right, so you want me to steal Dex's car?
And him. Well, you're a villain. You've got to be like stealing people's stuff. I mean,
I'm waiting for Simon. His mind up. He still cannot. He still doesn't know. What the hell's that noise?
That would be Chan with a clapanoid in a E-blade.
All right.
He's good. He's good.
Yep.
I thought it was RoboCop having a wank.
It actually does almost sound along the side of like, like when you pull your cheek and then like slap it against the side of your teeth. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
I think it's on factory slow because I can't get it to go much faster than 10.
You see, I was under the impression that factory fast used to be 10 balls a second.
It might be because it's because I had the eyes off.
If you have
Be a
if you
villain
have
and
the
leave
eyes
work.
off and it's set at factory, it used to be factory. Well, I was sure years ago that it was factory fast was 10 balls a second. Or it might have been 12 balls a second. I'm not sure. But then my
Factory
E-blade.
fast was 15.
You see, I'm sure I remember. I had an E1 on a 04 Pro stock. Quite early on when I started playing, and it was the time when I was looking around, and the general consensus was factory fast was 10 or 12 balls a second. But then, I when we rebuilt my 05, the Frosties, the Frosties gun, that was set factory fast, and that thing was just ripping. Yeah, that definitely needs to be slowed down if I want to use it.
Nah, just trigger control.
I don't have no trigger control, Chan. This is why I play pump.
Right. How long before he mentions about being speed checked at GCC?
I had no intention of mentioning that, but now that you have, ladies and gentlemen, go check out.
Oh dear. I think what we need to do is we need to get a. I know exactly what I need to do for superheroes versus villains. For the 2-man tournament, I need to sort out in my loft.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get my 3 spare C3s out.
Oh my god.
Really?
Are you planning on giving one of them to me? See if I can turn it into a firearm. Just pump it to the point where the propane warms up too much.
No, I mean just run them for the 2-man tournament. It'd be great.
Yeah, weigh an absolute ton.
I put a little piezoelectric lighter at the end of the barrel.
Well, it's got piezo in it.
Yeah, I know, but obviously the gases are still coming down the barrel, aren't they?
Not really.
But
The gas that's going down the barrel
speaking, if you've got gas going down the barrel, it's actually malfunctioned.
Mm-hmm.
Though I have had flames an inch long come out the end of the barrel.
Right. So
So
that is normal.
Chan, what we need is we actually need some kind of bayonet mount that you can fit marshmallows to. So as you're playing paintball, you can be cooking a marshmallow as well.
Right, as I was trying to say, I'm waiting on Simon to get back to me about whether or not he's going to superheroes.
Yeah.
I am planning on going, but it's just the lift. That's the only thing. And I know Chan has already offered, but Simon always takes me down.
Yeah.
So just hang out.
I'm not sure Ben's wanting to jump in with me.
All right. Not a problem.
I think what you guys need to do is you need to between you
Minibus?
a minibus.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a bad idea, Colin.
Or if Chan's wanting to super modify his mini, you could stretch it so you could get like 8 people in the back.
I've actually
the
seen
mini
that
limo.
done. Yeah,
It'd
mini limo.
be
I've
like
actually seen it.
it would be like Jeremy Clarkson's Panda limo. When he made the Panda limo on Top Gear that was that long, it wouldn't actually go around. He had to shorten it. It was too long.
Yeah.
Well, my eyes goosed.
No, the eye's not good, is it?
Yep. I thought it was, just by the look of it.
Yeah.
It just looks like corroded piece.
Yeah.
That
that's
makes
unfortunate. But those eyes never seem to last very long anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony's saying that he wants to come down. It just all depends on work that weekend.
Well, he should bunk off work and be a proper villain then.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to be rather chilly camping on the 28th and 29th of September.
Not if this weather keeps up. It's only a month away.
Not when I'm sitting in the hotel. It's not.
Yep. Well,
If you want to screw them, I'm going alone.
Yep. Well, if I can get permission to go, I may end up just sleeping in the car. So, you know.
No, there's an idea.
You're not getting in with us.
Oh.
There's plenty of room.
No, I'm thinking no, but sleeping in the car.
Well, if there's room,
What you could do is talk nice to the DWG lads. They'll probably have space in the tent for you.
now there's plenty of space in the back of my car.
I've got a tent.
DWG
It's just
guys,
I'm thinking it might be a bit chilly. That's all on the line.
Nah, if you get a
You'll
sleep
be
bag on, you'll be
fine.
fine, man.
So what you're saying is he wants to snuggle up with Dad.
Paul's just come on. I know a man who has a stretch Volvo limo for sale.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll pass.
seriously. Soho 52 has some pictures of you. Well, that'll be the very first time he's ever took any photos of me. Seriously, I'll have to have a look because normally I'm never. Yeah, I can count on one hand. I think the amount of times that what's his real name?
Rich
just took photos of us.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
I'm having a bit tweak here with me.
I'm drinking the last of me cider from Mayhem. Before I go back to work tomorrow.
Back to the real world tomorrow. It'd be nice having this long weekend off.
Oh yeah. Must be nice for these people who just like paintballing's their job.
Yes. Yeah.
Like playing paintball. I mean, the likes of Greg Hayes. Must be nice.
Even though Wolf actually has a full-time job.
Yeah, he has a full-time job, yeah. Doesn't he have something to do with models?
I don't know, but I don't think he's hard up.
No, he's definitely not hard up. He did mention once, and I'm sure he's got something to do with the model. And I know that whatever he does do, he owns, because he always says about having the staff that work for him and him having to sack people. I know I've seen a post before that he was really good that he had to sack
if he owns it, but I know he's pretty wherever he works, he's pretty high up.
I know he does a lot of, and also he must be quite well because you know the program called Baller.
Yes.
He actually got offered a small part on that TV series.
Yeah, he posts up regularly about like apparently getting things like offered to be on shows, and he's been involved. There was a short, I think it was at least one episode of like a short sort of YouTube Tomb Raider production, and I think he played one of the villains in that, and he's done a few sort of things on that. Apparently, he posted up the other day that he's been offered to be a position as a motivational speaker at some kind of event that's apparently happening. But it's happening on a game day, so he was saying that he's not sure if which one he's gonna go to.
Just scrolling through Facebook there, and I heartily agree with Gussie says, yeah. These Grizzlies have the best jersey in paintball, end of.
Nah.
You're not biased.
It's the Nest ones. The Nest jerseys are just the best.
No. Sorry, no. Nah.
Although I do still think my old Newcastle lockdown jersey, that was pretty awesome. That. What's that? Mick the Mech. The Swedes want to thank all of the UK people for a wonderful time at Mayhem. Oh, there you go, Albert.
All right.
Yes. And thank you very much, Mick, for dropping in. Hello there. Tony says he does something with building. He does something with building, doesn't the high end sort of stuff, or doesn't he the high end sort of stuff? I'm not sure if it could be real estate that he's involved with.
Just looked on it because I know you have I know Wolf has a page, but I'm also friends with on Facebook with his the one that doesn't have nothing to do with pinball, and he basically just says that he's self-employed.
Yeah. All right.
You know, sometimes they tell you, but yeah.
Well, I understand. You know, with Wolf being like an internet personality, having his actual job on there is
obviously.
It's probably something that he doesn't want being public knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want people, crazed fans, turning up at his work. Waiting for him to finish.
I mean, obviously, he's not sort of up there with like sort of Guy Martin, but I know that you're quite a big fan of Guy Martin, aren't you, Colin? And
yes,
I'd say I read one of his books a little while ago, and he says that he regularly has people turn up to the garage where he works, and they want to come in and see him, and it's like his boss keeps going out and basically going like, "No, he's at work. Go away."
Oh, dear. I like. Is Mick the Mech quite possibly Mr. Guyver?
Well, are you?
Don't know.
Give it 5 minutes for the stream to actually catch up there, and
20 minutes later we might actually get a response because the stream's that delayed.
Yeah, I don't think we're that badly delayed today, but we're also not exactly on time either.
But to be fair, he's saying it's the Swedes want to thank everyone, so the message has got to make its way to Sweden.
Yeah. Although, would Northern Alliance actually be out of the country yet? Or have they jumped straight on planes and gone home, or have they hung around for a couple of days?
I don't know.
And Richie Wong says
sometimes go and spend a few days in London after.
Right. Richie Wong says the Tech PB Predator jersey is the best one. I ain't got time to bleed.
Nah.
Those were pretty good.
I think the JT Flex one was the best one.
Which one? Which Flex one? Because there was the pretty cool, brightly coloured one, which I really wanted, but never actually got. There's just so much gear.
No one got.
He says, "Yes, I am."
It is Mick. It is Mick. Hi, Mick. Sorry I couldn't be there this weekend.
You're still grounded, aren't you, Colin?
Yeah, I missed Mick seeing everybody.
Yes. So how long before you're ungrounded, Colin? About 18 years?
No. Superheroes.
No.
Superheroes. Yeah, is that the first thing that's just letting you out?
12 years when his kid old enough to play paintball and show Colin how to do it properly.
Yeah. He says we are landed. Well, we are landed in Sweden. We are landed in Sweden. Yeah.
We are
Gassy says, "Hi Mick Guyver, how's the stretch to ball bag?"
Sorry. Stretch.
And
I'm having Dexter's problems here. All of a sudden, my computer's running slow.
Yeah, for some reason this just seems, well, it is about a 10-year-old PC, so a 10-year-old laptop, so it's, done its service, it's done its due.
I think the Warrior Pizza jersey was one of the best jerseys.
Tony says Richard does smart home design and install. I believe we're actually talking about Wolf. Or am I wrong?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it was Wolf that we're talking about. Yeah, weren't we?
I know. Yeah, it was Wolf. Yeah, I know about Rich.
Yeah.
He quite regularly posts up.
Yeah.
He did a big thing about it, didn't he? Saying like I do something else other
Yes.
than paintball, and then
Yeah.
he went into
Because that's it. There is a lot of people seem to think that with paintball, like if you see like a photographer taking photos, or somebody making YouTube videos, or whatever they're doing within the industry, there's a lot of people seem to think that that's all that they do, and forget that people actually have sort of like full-time jobs and things like that as well. Because paintball, even when you're working in the industry, as I'm under the impression, doesn't actually pay that well. People that may have shops or work at shops, yes, that's a full-time job pretty much. But when it comes to things like photographers, you can't rely on how many people are actually going to buy photos and stuff. And then there's also a lot of work goes into producing those photos, as well as obviously taking them all on the weekends.
I see how Gus is good at saying this over the chat. I bet he wouldn't say it in person.
No, probably would, to be fair.
I'm joking. He's got a great
just
sense of
wish I
humor.
could-
I can agree
I
with him.
just wish I could have a top knot.
Well, Colin,
I could
I'm
have
not grown enough to have a top knot.
Colin,
Side note.
yeah, this is it, Colin. Like, does none of it grow, or is it just the top that doesn't?
It's just the top, to be fair, that doesn't
Well,
grow, but it
there
looks
you
a bit
go.
daft if I pulled everything up from the back.
Yeah, just pull everything up from the back and the sides onto the top. There you go. Then get yourself a top knot.
Then he'd end up looking like the Grand Master from Tekken. Forget his name.
Nah, I was thinking more like more like one of them off Status Quo.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think I stand more chance of growing my beard into a London comb over than I do my hair.
Well, you can only try, can't you? I think you need
I see.
you need to grow your tash out and have that right round over your ears.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be funny if one day if I try to grow a mullet.
Yeah. Yeah, why
To
not?
be fair, if me and Albert tried to grow a mullet, we'd end up looking like Bill Bailey. Albert especially, he's got the right shape for it as well. You just need the goatee.
That ain't ever gonna happen.
Do you reckon you could learn how
The
to
goatee,
play?
I mean.
Do you reckon you could learn to play the horns as well?
Pardon?
Come on, at least
To be-
one of you
to be
got what I'm
fair,
talking about there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Bill Bailey plays
Yeah.
the horn.
Bill Bailey can play more or less anything.
What was that?
What?
What was that?
What was that? Why
I
did you
heard,
shout-
don't I know it in the background.
I know it.
what are you shouting that for? Why did you shout that for? Don't I know it? Told you 2 times for what? We're on about playing paintball. No. Go away.
Albert's
goes,
living dangerously.
Yeah, no, because she goes, yeah, you've told me twice already that Bill Bailey plays paintball, and I said I wasn't saying he was playing paintball.
I'm talking about him playing on his
Joe.
playing his horn.
Playing his horn, yeah. No, but you know,
Albert's next appearance will have a black eye.
Sharon, Colin saying me next time I go paintball and I'll have a black eye. She says I have two.
After telling you to go away.
Ah, she's used to it now, and yeah. No
Still being
answer.
blank.
No answer. Boldness rules. Yeah, you're right there, Richie. Boldness rules. Apart from when it's red up.
Well, then you just put a hat on.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I play with a black hat on. I felt like my brain was being cooked.
What brain?
Yeah, you're right there, like.
Oh.
Oh, honestly, I had
Sorry.
a neoprene bounce cap on,
Yeah.
and it was black, playing in 30. Was it 35?
Yeah, that'll have been cooking your head.
Honestly, my brain felt like it was being cooked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's like Speed. Speed was like that, wasn't it? It was just like...
mate, this was way hotter than Speed. Speed was hot, but this was just ridiculous. Really was, honestly. Warmest weather I've ever played in. I dread to think what this picture is. It hasn't uploaded yet. I'm like all you's laughing. What the hell?
Well, I suppose that's one way to take the plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but come on, guys. These two people will not have an idea what you're about.
Yeah,
Please
that's probably a
do not
good thing.
post that up. You're getting sick, yeah.
Gassy says, "Grey is the new black." Ask Simon Cole. Oh.
Dear.
Did that tickle you, Colin? Did it?
Oh dear, I'll never be able to look at a plunger again.
Oh yeah. You know what it is? There's not actually anything indecent in that picture, so I could actually share that on stream and probably not get my
No.
channel banned. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yes. Just when you're saying about boldness rules, saying I just had to.
Richie Wong, I used to like you.
Oh, what's he done?
I've just said a picture.
You've just sent a picture.
Yeah, that's what we'd look like with a comb over.
Can you ever watch? Well, saying that he's probably too young, but that was an advert for cigars. Why?
There you go.
What's dextrosity?
Mars wanted a washing basket.
Oh dear.
And I think I'm going to get wrong because she said just tip the stuff out, so I tipped the stuff out, and I think she didn't want to just literally tipped out.
Yeah, I actually remember that advert. The guy is trying to get his photo took, and the chair goes like
Yes,
too high.
it was
too
Ramsey
low,
Nesbitt.
And then it drops down. No, it's not Ramsey. Is he?
Yeah,
Ramsey?
it was the guy that played Ramsey Nesbitt.
All right, and then it falls too low, and then he's playing, and he starts lighting a cigar.
Yeah,
up.
it's I think about like Hamlet singles or something.
Yes, it was Hamlet cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I've sent Gassy that picture. His response: "You are bad people."
Oh, yeah, we are.
Albert will get it stuck.
Oh, fun.
Oh dear. I think the thing with that was it just came out of nowhere. It was like, what the?
Oh, trust us, Colin. I've got way worse than that.
Don't want to say. I was seriously. The HK Army pod was enough. Oh, God.
Yeah, I think that might actually go on my Facebook later on.
I think you should have used the one of the picture of the pod with it on like a 45-degree angle, so you can get some depth rather than like a head-on view, so to
Stop
speak.
giving him hints.
Nah,
on how
I think
to
the
be
head-on
more
view looks better.
Stop giving him hints on how to be more.
I really don't think I need to.
There we go. You can have a laugh at that one as well.
I don't even want to open it. If this is dwarf porn.
No, it's nothing indecent.
What the hell? Well, actually, you wouldn't have to do that. Just every time it freezes, you're comfiest anyhow on
Yeah,
the decks.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh no!
I don't.
Yes, Gassy Wishy Wong posted up the Hamlets. The guy with the comb over saying it's me.
Albert, did you just say wishy wong?
Richie. Yeah.
No, I
Wishy.
thought you said wishy.
No.
As
Might
a-
have done.
as
I'm. What the? Why you I'm turning my phone.
Oh.
I sent Dexter's version back to him.
Oh man. That's just actually, yeah, that does look uncannily similar.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go through my phone and see what really bad ones I've got for send yous.
No, there's no surprise. There's only 4 people.
Yeah, we've got 12 people at the minute.
Only 4 by me.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
But anywho, I think well, if you guys are alright with it, I think we'll start and wind the show up here because I've got work. Well, actually, I haven't got work first thing in the morning. I've got something else happening before that. But yeah, I've got to be up relatively early, and I know that you guys have as well. Well, possibly not Colin because
Yeah,
Colin's just like skiving all the time at the minute, isn't he?
Keep you up even longer.
What's that?
Nothing.
But I will continue to send memes to you before bed.
No. I want to sleep tonight.
Well, it's not like I'm sending
Yeah, I've got.
anything indecent.
Well,
Well, it depends what
I
your
don't
view
know
is
that, like-
indecent.
yeah. That HK Army using pods indecent.
Yeah, that is pretty indecent, to be fair.
You kid nightmare, bad boy.
Hello there, Martello. How are you doing? 8, have you blocked Albert?
Eh?
It says 8, have you blocked Albert? That's from
Yeah.
Gassy.
Alright. Blocked us. Overdone it. I didn't get that.
I'm not sure what he means by that one either.
8. Have you blocked out?
Closing down as Martello appears. Well, we're not ending the stream just now. We're just letting you know that we're going to be bringing it in pretty soon.
Yeah, because you know what Dex is like. He says ta-ra and then talks for about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his conversation, stops.
Well, normally, what I used to do was I used to let you know I was going to be ending the stream, and then I would talk for a little while to try and let that catch up. And then if
he's Martello's right. Yeah, he's came in just as the best bit. Yeah, when we were all saying bye.
Yeah, that's about right.
I've just been sent a photo.
I don't want to say
caption,
it.
It's Mick.
Right.
I dread to think.
Pump Fury sent a photo. What the?
No, this.
What the hell?
Sleep is overrated.
Okay then.
Yeah, apparently Mick is a cheese string.
G string, yeah. Playing the sax. Mick says sleep is overrated. To an extent. You know, the Chani man may be able to. You know, the Chani man can, but does he have to do it right now?
Oh yeah, Gassy, I've refreshed my screen. It was saying 4, but it's gone up to 12 now. So yeah. Actually, 3 of them is me. So 9.
What 3 of them are you? There's 5
Yeah.
of them. 5 of them are me. You know, just.
there's only Gassy left, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Is everybody coming to the meeting, the GCC meeting, on the 12th?
I'm coming.
What day is the 12th?
I don't know.
Wasn't me, Mick.
Was it not a Thursday?
I'm just having a look now. September. Yes, September the 12th. So yeah, I should be all right for that.
I'm definitely going.
So I suppose
Do,
since
do
we're
you
Hmm?
do you know we have a guest with us at
Yes.
our the
Mr. T.
Grizzlies Invitational team?
Mhm. That's pretty cool.
I've got a few things to discuss with him.
Wow.
All right.
Ooh.
Not to do with GCC, just up and coming project.
Chan,
You're gonna,
is there anybody
I'll
in the
bet you're
paintball
ready.
industry that you haven't got an up and coming project with?
He'll be
We've got
trying to
about
get
6 for me, I think.
he'll be trying to get him to bring some shit back from America so he doesn't have to pay import charges.
I
Probably, yeah.
didn't think about that, but thanks for mentioning it.
Yeah, he's going to America. So I tell you what, the list will be mild up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I've just thought of that one as well.
Right, well that's that e-bleed sorted. No leaks first time. Very impressed.
Very nice one. Very, very nice.
Just need to slap an eye on it and then put some paint through it at some point. And then
Charming.
I've got to get it away before the weekend.
Is that the one that you were just recently sent? You know which one I mean.
No, it's not the one that
Yes.
you know that.
Not the one that I know that you've got. Right.
Well, at the minute I've got 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Very
Oh,
nice. Yeah.
All varying stuff, just
Yeah.
ego mods and random bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
once I've tried to get that out of the way, I want to have a mess around with the Blazer before I've got me like months hiatus in November.
Yeah. Right.
What's your month's hiatus for?
Because I'm pretty much out of the country for nigh on all of October. October, not November. October.
Yeah. And if we are talking about holidays and time off and things like that, I'll let you know now, guys, I will not be around next week. So I will also mention this again on Wednesday for those that might miss it today. But yeah, guys, I won't be around this next week to do the stream on Monday night.
But why?
Because I'm taking a week off.
Actually, who's letting you go somewhere?
Well,
He's not going anywhere.
yeah, that's not saying I'm going anywhere. I'm just having a week off.
He's having an imaginary holiday with his imaginary dog.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's sick of our banter, that's what it is.
No, you know, I would. I can't hear what she says, but what she's saying, but it looked like she was glaring at us. So.
oh. Someone else is going to see where he was with a black eye.
Yeah.
No. No.
That's why he's not going to be here next week, because he knows he's going to have a black eye.
You'll be chained up in the basement for superheroes, man.
Isn't that a bit along the lines of the plot for Unbreakable? I'll just need a hero to come in and save us.
No, I'm more picturing a lowering down moisturizer in a basket.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was thinking more along the lines of Pulp Fiction, release the gimp.
Oh no, God!
Release the gimp.
Oh God!
Disgusting.
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yes, that's absolutely. That's just lovely. Just lovely. Yeah.
Oh dear.
But yes, so yeah, if you guys have
I think your good lady should let you come because I bought you pizza, or I partly bought you pizza.
my good lady should what? I didn't hear the first bit of that, Colin.
It's about
Your
pizza.
good lady should let you come to Superheroes because me and Nikki bought you
Yeah.
pizza.
Well, I actually think that
And
is an
her pizza.
incredibly fair argument.
Yeah.
And I'm actually
It'd
going to
be
pose.
rude
I'm
for
going
you
to
not
pose
to
that to her.
pay.
Yes.
Richie's put no stream Monday and it'll be the best connection ever.
Yep. More than likely, yeah. Yeah, that's
How-
probably true.
Is your laptop any better since you forgot what the hell you were doing for like what was it, 6 hours or something?
Well, basically, I spent about 2-3 hours recording the video for the green screen stuff that I wanted to use for a video that I'm working on, that I'm supposed to be working on. I then put it into the editing software, had a bit of tinker with it, rendered it so that I could then use that in the next video in the full video that I was making, and I've decided that I don't like it, so I basically scrapped it.
Is this by?
Mhm.
Sorry.
I was
This
yeah,
by any chance the video you're supposed to be doing for Nikki T about the
yes,
remake?
yes, it basically is, and to be perfectly honest, I was trying to use the green screen, but the lighting on it wasn't good enough, so the quality on it is just absolutely terrible. And the other thing is you can hear my laptop running in the background, and I'm just really not happy with it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to see if I can find a way or something that I can attach my camera to, so that I can move it into the middle of the room, and then put my green screen up against a different wall, so I've actually got the light in front of us, and hopefully I'll be able to get it all looking 10 times better, and I'll actually be able to finish the video and upload it. But I couldn't upload it in the condition it was going to be in. Yeah. But yes, that is the video that I was working on.
Just wondered.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that with us actually having some time off next week, I might actually be able to get it done then. But yeah, it does mean that I'm gonna have to move some stuff around in here. But yeah.
Oh, I was talking to a lad at Mayhem who was playing for the Yorkshire Bants.
All right.
At GC. He was one of the persons, I will be polite, who was still alive at that last game, who got you, Will, Simon, and was it Chan?
Yeah, I think Chan was still in at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. They were saying they were literally doing the same as what you were doing. They'd gotten our flag and was heading back thinking that there was none of yous left, and yous were doing the exact same thing. Yous were heading back thinking you took all of them out, and he said it was just pure luck. He says that they were quicker on the trigger. He says because they shit themselves and they realised there was still people on the field because they thought they'd won it and they were just taking it back and vice versa. But yeah, he wanted a photo with us all, but I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I says we're not all here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's wanting to. I did get the bloke's name. I'm sorry, I've forgotten it.
Ah, right.
I've got a head like a sieve. I know.
It's all right. You know, when you're away playing for a full weekend, it can be one of the last things on your mind is just remembering an individual player's name. And
well, this was right at the beginning of the start of the afternoon game where we were all packed into the landing craft. So
well, that's it. It's at that point you've got other things on your mind, but I suppose at least you actually remember the encounter. And I'm absolutely terrible at remembering names. I can recognize a face, not a problem. I'll know if I've seen you before, and even if I've had conversations. But it can take me ages to remember someone's name. To be perfectly honest, I never really feel comfortable just trying to reel off a name straight off the bat. I'd say that there's people that I've known for years that I'm still unsure of what the actual names are.
That was another thing about Mayhem that I really liked. The top half of the field, how you actually enter the field, is a landing craft.
Yes, that's
so you're all piled into a netted area, so you're right, and then just before game on, obviously masks on, and then literally you all have to disembark a wooden landing craft to spread out into the field, which I thought was quite a neat idea.
Yeah, that's
I know for the likes of Colin, he's played before, but I know yous haven't.
Yeah.
And Colin, I know, has been there a long time, but it's just little things like that that make that site.
Yeah, there's a lot of work put into that field, and they only put more and more effort in each year.
Do you not think, Colin, the top field where you come out of the landing craft, right? We never actually get to play that, do we? Because it all seems to be in the middle of the game area. Do you not think that would be a great field to actually properly play? You know, where they've got all the anti-aircraft and the guns and the planes
Yeah.
and that tank. We never seem to play that end, do we?
No, you never seem to end up in that bit because it's
Out
sort
by
of you play through past it.
Yeah, you run through it, don't you? But the majority of the fighting is the sub-airfield, the village, the street, and the castle,
Yeah.
basically. I don't know what you think about that, Colin, because I know, because see, Alvis, Chan and Dex have never played, so there's only really me and you that have played it. But would you agree with that or not?
I think it'd be a cracking field to play.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm saying like the majority of the action at Mayhem is sub airfield, the street.
It's
There might be the wrong name for it, but it's a street, isn't it?
Yeah, the sub airfield, the street, the hay
The
field where
the hay
the
bales.
big helicopter is.
Yeah, and then you've got the
And-
woods.
Yeah, you've got the woods, and then you've got I'm not sure what you'd term it as, but where all the helicopters are sat on top of the mound.
Yes, where they do the final game where you got to raise the flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it before where I've been sat at those, because at the very edge of the woods there's some sheds
Yes, there is. Yeah,
near the tree line.
they've put a few more sheds.
I've had
in,
it before. Yeah, I've had it a few years ago. I just got sat at the side of one of those sheds, and you could see everybody in the woods, but they couldn't see you.
Yeah,
But you were protected from like the mound type field where all the helicopters were because they couldn't see you for the shed. And the reason they couldn't, the guys in the woods couldn't see you was because of the lighting. So you could literally be sat totally out of the woods, but see everyone in there, and they couldn't tell where you were because they couldn't see you because of the light.
Mm.
yeah. Well, I say it's definitely worth the drive. Don't get me wrong. It took us 4.5, 5 hours, but yeah,
That's it. It's a long way to go, but
site.
yeah.
It's well worth it.
It's
It is
well
definitely-
worth it.
Oh,
Mayhem is
100%.
definitely well worth it.
Yeah. Well, next year, it's definitely one that it's on my list. I mean, it's been one that I've been paying attention to for years, but it's definitely one that, like, after talking to people this year, it's one that I definitely want to be playing next year.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Don't mention Blackadder. What's Paul on about? Don't mention
Because
Blackadder.
Richie says,
We had us on
wasn't
that
this
time.
supposed to be ending 15 minutes ago?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That happens. I tell you,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is it. This is what happens. We don't really want to end it, but you know, such is life. It's got to be done. But
I must admit one thing. I don't know if it's just because of my lack of ability, but I did find I enjoyed the 10-man better than Mayhem.
yeah,
It was just the really long walk for
yeah,
a 5-minute fight. Then the really long walk back out again.
Yeah.
Because there is some. I'm not saying it's north versus south long,
yeah,
but there is quite a long walk
yeah.
at Mayhem.
But it's not just take a few steps onto a field, go
No,
go have a quick fight, and then you're back off again. Is it?
On the morning start at the bottom of the field and then you start at the top of the field. You've got quite a long walk.
Yeah.
It's a big site.
Yeah,
You know, we're not talking BZ Yarmouth here. You know what I mean? It's a big site.
oh yeah,
Mayhem is a massive site.
Yeah.
yeah. That's it. That just makes me want to play it more. But I do totally appreciate what you say. It's a different feeling when you're playing tournaments as to what it is when I'm playing a big game.
Also, it was the usual complaint of come on, push up. When you
Yeah.
have at one point, okay, really paid me off because I was the furthest guy forward
Yeah.
by a mile. I was
Yeah.
the furthest one forward. What it was, I'd we were pushing the plane
Yeah.
to get it into the field where the aircraft carrier, where the anti-aircraft guns are,
Yeah.
and we were on the edge of the anti-aircraft field. And what I was trying to tell people is if we could take that field, we'd be able to push the plane in a lot easier. There's
Yeah.
no point in everybody standing behind the plane,
Yeah.
shooting plane over it,
Yeah.
while two lasses were
Mhm.
pushing it.
Yeah.
That was another thing I couldn't understand. But like I was trying to say to people, there's no point in me doing it. I can't fire a pump gun with one hand, so
Yeah.
there was no point in me. We wanted lads with tawny guns
Yeah.
on that plane, so
Stuff
they
that
could
you can
push
shoot
and
with
shoot.
one hand. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was trying to express to them that if we took the field,
Mhm.
it would be a damn sight easy to push the plane.
Yeah.
So while they were all standing behind it,
Using
they
it as a
needed to
mobile
be
barrier.
they needed to be in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was a good 4 barriers in front of everybody else.
Yeah.
I was in the field that was the objective to get the plane into.
Yeah.
And I'm shouting, "Come on, move up!"
Yeah.
It's an embarrassment that a pump player is the furthest guy forward.
Yeah.
Come on, we need 20 guns in this field. Get your asses
Yeah.
up here. And what happens? I get shot in the back of the head by one of my own players.
Yeah.
I was
Well, you see,
fuming.
Albert, you've got a pump. You should be at the back.
I must admit, I don't mind getting shot off the opposing side, but
Yeah.
it really knocks the hell out of me when I'm facing. Surely, if I'm not facing you,
Yeah.
if I'm facing the opposite way, I ain't the enemy.
Yeah.
And I took 3 to the back of the head.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
was fuming.
Yeah.
I come off absolutely. Funnily enough, Chris, one of the other Grizzlies, reckons it was the guy next to him because he was acting very sheepish when I was I was peed off that they weren't pushing forward,
Yeah.
and then it even peed me off even more that one of my own team took me out, and I must admit, I was livid,
Yeah.
and I was well, you know what I'm like when I start shouting. I was proper blown a gasket. But yeah.
Yeah. That's like when one of your own side shoots you, it's not.
See, there
it's
was
not
none of
nice.
there was none of that. See, because it's like game on, you're right smack in the middle of a firefight.
Yeah.
And then all right, if you're unlucky enough to get took out of the break,
Mhm.
you took out. But then at least you were like 10 minutes of a decent game of paintball, and then you had a break, so
Yeah.
you could go that little bit extra,
Mhm.
and then 10 minutes. You're not trying to do it all day.
Yeah.
Like, so I was trying to stay with a big game.
Mhm.
It's you can only do bursts of so much. Where at
Yeah.
least with a 10-man, I say I did say that if they do more 10-mans, I think I might start to do like less big games.
Yeah. Which I think would be a bit of a shame, but I also understand what you're saying. I mean, there's such a buzz when you're playing when you're playing a tournament. There's an amazing feel of it.
Martello's saying, shot in the back, welcome to mayhem. Mate, it happened more than
Yeah.
once. That was one thing really getting on my wick. I was getting forward, trying to push people up, getting into really good positions.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact, because of where I was, the only way you can get took out is by one of your own players. And it's very funny, Gassy. 5 balls, 3 of them to get me in the. Me Swede's that big, mate. It wouldn't take you 5 shots, I tell you.
Catch you there, Colin. In fact, I've just realised
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we've actually lost the Chandy man as well.
Yeah, he said he had to go.
Ah, that's a shame.
Too busy rattling these balls anyhow, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. He's playing with his cocker.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. Anyway, I suppose we'll end the show there then. And it's been awesome to have you on again, Albert. It's been much appreciated hearing about. It's been fantastic to hear about Mayhem. Because
Yeah, sorry, I've waffled on a bit.
hell, no, mate. I mean, this one was the Mayhem after show, so the Mayhem aftermath show. So it's been great for to actually hear about it because it's just one that
Yeah.
makes me want to go down and play it even more.
Oh, 100%. It's like it's one of them sites where you've got to play it.
Yeah,
Definitely, it's worth the travel. Like, if you're lucky enough to live close, I already said this to Simon. I was like, it would be brilliant if
Yeah.
you could say that was your local site,
yeah,
because by all accounts he gets really good numbers of walk-ons as well.
yeah,
I mean, and it is a really good facilities,
yeah,
amazing site. The guys put a lot of work into it. You go to some paintball sites and you're like, oh look, he's got a helicopter.
yeah,
This guy, it's not, oh look, he's got a helicopter. You get sick of seeing helicopters.
yeah,
God knows how many helicopters he's got. Buses, aircraft, cargo planes,
yeah,
light aircraft. Like say, a one aircraft that's movable as part of the prop. You've actually got to move.
yeah,
What it was an airstrike.
yeah.
We had to move the plane around to take out the
Yeah.
anti-aircraft guns so the rest of the planes could come in. It's just stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was
Yeah, it gives a little something extra to the game.
yeah.
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 Aye, that's yeah, it does. I want to play that next year. It's definitely one that I want to be playing next year.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So anyway, but as I said, thank you very much for joining us, Albert.
Mhm.
To the guys in the chat, thank you very much for dropping in and watching the stream tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here. Remember, if you like the show, please feel free to like the stream, share it around, post a comment in the comment section or any of that sort of stuff. It lets us know that people actually enjoy watching us talking about paintball. And also,
shite.
yeah, basically. And yeah, that is exactly it, Albert. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. It has been a pleasure to be your entertainment for tonight. And I was going to say we'll see you next week, but if anyone wants to drop back in, I will be live streaming again on Wednesday night. I don't actually know what I'll be talking about at this point, but I will be streaming again then. Albert may or may not be with us again. I don't know at this point. I'm sure. I'll be sure that Albert probably doesn't know at this point either. But
I don't do nothing on a Wednesday, so yeah, I'll be.
Fair enough. Right, but thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure for the entertain yous. My name is Dexter, and co-host.
Oh, sorry, I'm miles away. Yeah, Albert. Yeah, safe. Yeah, hi, bye.
So, thank you much. This has been the Technical Problem Broadcast, and we shall see you next time.